Amazon stock is $98. So if you do the math, just like we did, you know how much Amazon used to go into to get to the public. So that is for that. So let's proceed. So now that we have our token, we say, okay, you know what? Let's do like Zuga Coin. Let's make it available whereby the world can trade. So for people like Amazon, what they do is that they go to the stock exchange and they say, okay, we have 30% of Amazon stock, which is over 20 million shares. Take it. Then we also have $50 million dollars. Take it also. Now, when they get the dollars and they take the Amazon stock, when they make a pair with them, it automatically gives how much Amazon stock will be listed for. So when you do the math like we did, it will give how much. So if you want to list out, let's say your company stock, and you want it to come out as $1, that means you have to bring in more liquidity, to the table. So the same thing we want to do for us. We want to list to the general public. So for the decentralized world to list, we are going to use a platform called PancakeSwap. Now, PancakeSwap is like the stock exchange for the decentralized world when it comes to Binance blockchain. Now, if you want to list on Ethereum blockchain, then you want to go for either SushiSwap, so this is SushiSwap, or what is Uniswap. So Uniswap was one of the first decentralized exchange that came out, and other people started copying. So the same thing, if you want to list on Ethereum, you come to Uniswap or you come to SushiSwap and you list. But in our case, we are listing on the Binance blockchain, so we'll come to PancakeSwap. So when you come to PancakeSwap, the next thing you want to do is to connect your wallet. So in this case, I'm already connected, so I'll disconnect. Let me bring this here. I'll disconnect. So when you come, the first thing you see is connect wallet. Then please take note, whatsoever, when you enter places like this, make sure it's secured. So you have the locker sign, which means it's secure. Then check your URL, make sure you're having PancakeSwap. So we make sure our MetaMask is unlocked. Then we say connect wallet. So when you click on connect wallet, it will ask you, where do you want to connect your wallet? Do you want to use MetaMask? Do you want to use Binance wallet? Do you want to use Trust wallet or Coinbase wallet? Any one of your choice. But in our case, we want to use MetaMask. So we'll click on MetaMask. So after clicking on MetaMask, it shows our wallet address here, which is correct. So since we want to provide this token out there to the world, then what we need to do is to create a trading pair. So just like Binance, we have a trading pair of BTC against USDT. In our case, our currency is DeFi Masterclass, which has a symbol of DMC. So what we want to do is to create a trading pair against DMC. And since we are in the Binance, so sorry for the background noise. Since we are in the Binance blockchain, our default trading pair is going to be BNB. So what we want to do is to provide our token whereby people can trade BNB against DMC, our new DeFi Masterclass token. So we go back to PancakeSwap, then we click on trade, below trade. Now in Binance, in Binance Smart Chain, in the decentralized part, which is PancakeSwap, what people do is to swap. So let's understand that first. So you swap here. There is no order book. There is no order book in the sense, oh, I want to sell my token at this amount, or I want to buy a token at this amount. So here you just say, what token do you want to have? You can see my balance. And what token do you want to get? You get 2 pairs. So if I say I want to exchange my BNB against Cake, which is a token, the default token for PancakeSwap, Cake. So I say, okay, I want to exchange all of them, which is $24, against this. So I'm going to get this amount of Cake. I can go ahead to swap, and automatically I'll get that. So this is different from the centralized exchange. The centralized exchange works with order book. So it means that I'm selling. That means for me to sell, someone needs to buy. If no one is buying, that means I cannot sell. You get? So people got tired of the order book, because for you to have fast trade, that means there have to be huge market cap, there have to be huge liquidity. People need to be trading, and when people trade much, the market cap increases. So people got tired, because sometimes they might be in a trade for so long. So the smart guys of Uniswap wrote this algorithm. Okay, I don't think Uniswap is the first, but they wrote this algorithm whereby you don't need to have an order book. You need to have 2 trading pairs, and when liquidity has been provided in these trading pairs, trade can happen, which is what we are going to do. So we come under liquidity. So we can access it from trade liquidity. Now in liquidity, we want to add liquidity for our new token. So it means we are taking a part of our token, and we are taking a part of BNB, and we are creating a pair. So if you want to buy our token, you are using BNB. So you sell your BNB to us, we will give you our token. So we'll take your BNB and we'll give our token. And if you want to sell our token, we'll take back our token and we'll give you BNB. Now that is what the liquidity pairing is all about. And that is what the decentralized world is all about. There is no need to say, oh, who wants to buy? Liquidity has been provided. So automatically trades go through, because you are not waiting for person A or person B to sell or buy. So we want to add our liquidity. We click on adding. It asks us which pair do we want to add liquidity for. So we say we want to add liquidity. Now our token is not popular, so we don't have it here. You can see it's not popular, so we don't have it here. So what we need to do is to copy the smart contract address. And since we are on Binance blockchain, all this can be possible. So we copy and we paste. So after pasting, it goes to the network and it gets our token. You can see there's no logo, there's nothing. It's a new token. Then we say import. Now let's take note. Anyone can create a BIP20 token like we did. That is what they are saying on the Binance Smart Chain with any name, including creating fake versions of existing tokens. Like we said, we can create Zuga token, and we can create a smart contract, and it's a wrong token. It's not Zuga token, but we've given it the name Zuga. In fact, we've given it the same symbol, everything the same, but the contract address is completely different. So when it comes to token, you only trust the contract address. Don't trust the name, because anyone can create the same name. The contract address is the main thing. So if someone says, go and buy my token, what you want to get from that person is the contract address. So I say, yes, I understand, and I import. So now what we want to do is to create a liquidity of BNC, DNC, DMC, and BNB, which is Binance. So we want people to be able to buy our token using BNB. So if you want someone to buy our token using another currency, we can as well do that. But in this case, we are providing using BNB. Is that okay? If we say we want them to buy using, let's say, BUSD, we say, okay, BUSD. So they'll be buying with BUSD and they'll be selling to get BUSD. So let's change to BNB. Now let's read this. You are the first liquidity provider. The ratio of tokens you add will set the price of this pair. So what it means is, it's as good as us going public. So the decentralized world made it easy for people to go public. So in this case, now, let's say you want to go public in a place like Nigeria. It takes a lot. You spend nothing less than a year in going public. You apply. After applying, they vet, they go through your books, they go check your shareholders, your directors, they go through all this. Then after that, you now say, okay, we want to make 1 million of our shares public. Then they'll tell you, okay, for 1 million of your shares, what is the price do you want to go public with? After you tell them the price, they calculate how much money you also bring to make it at that certain price. Then after that, this is over a year, going to 2 years. After that, they make 2 pairs for you, which is your company name. So Dangote is public, so the same thing Dangote did. But in this case, you don't need to go through that process because it's a decentralized world. That is what blockchain have made for us. So just like what we are doing, we are creating a new asset, and we are setting the price by providing liquidity. So in this case, I can say I want to provide all the tokens as liquidity. So what it means is that I don't have any of the token. So I'm using all that I've created to provide liquidity. Or I can say, okay, I want to do 75%. I still have 25%. So maybe I want to use 25% for future purposes. You get. I can say I just want to provide 25%. So any amount, you can put in the amount you want to provide liquidity for. So any amount you want. So in this case, I want to provide everything. I'm not going to own anything concerning that token. Then I also want to say, okay, how many BNB do I want to use to provide liquidity? I can say all my BNB in the wallet, which is over $23. Now, if I say all the BNB, what it now does, it does the math, and it says, when I list this is going to be the price of our token. So let's use a dollar, a stable coin. So let's say I do 1,000, or let's say $100,000. So if I use $100,000 to provide liquidity, this is going to be our price. And how did we get the price? From the same math we did with Bitcoin, dividing how much we are using to provide liquidity from how much we are supplying for the liquidity. So if we divide this from this, our price is this. So let's say I want to provide liquidity and I want the price to get to $1 from the onset. So what it means is that I have to use over, can you imagine? That is over $10 billion. So when you see tokens, so let's go back to the coin market cap. When you see token like Shiba Inu, having 0.00000. This wasn't so. So let's enter Shiba. I'm saying Shiba because I believe Shiba is one of the most popular token out there that people are aware of. So let's look at when they got listed. So here we have 0000, 4 zeros, right, before the next number. So when they listed, you can see the amount of zeros. Like they listed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see 9 zeros. But what got the price to go up is because people started buying. And people started buying to have over $7 billion bought already that is in the blockchain. Do you get? They bought over 7 billion of worth of this particular token. And in the decentralized world today, they did over 500 million sales. Do you get? Of people that bought. In the decentralized one, they did 6 million. That is a lot of volume, a lot of money entering this token. Do you get? So in our case, to have a reduced zero or a high price, let's go back. That means we'll be putting more money into it. Let's provide liquidity. So since we have BNB, so take BNB, then let's say we want to use all. I don't want to use all of the BNB there. So I'll say I want to provide liquidity with 0.01, which is, let's increase it a bit. So let's say 5, okay, which is $15, right? That is what we want to use to provide liquidity. And we want to use all the tokens that we've created. Now, if you look at this, this is the price. This is what the price would be for 1 BNB. And this is the percentage shares I have in the trading pair, which because I'm the one that created everything. So I say enable. So all these are what the smart contract have given. So the smart contract allows someone to interact with that particular token. So I confirm. So after enabling the token, the next thing I want to do is to supply liquidity. So once you supply liquidity, what it means is you've gone live. Anybody in the world can buy your token. Anybody in the world. And you can't stop that. Although there are ways you can write in your smart contract to stop buying and selling. You get, but that is not for this class. So we click on supply and it asks us to confirm that we are providing this amount of DMC and this amount of BNB. Let's create pair and supply. We say yes. It also, now for everything happening on the blockchain, we are executing a transaction. So in this case, you can see this is the transaction. In total, we are going to remove $21. So we say confirm. Now for this transaction, this is the fee. You can see $6 as the fee. We say confirm. So after confirming, it waits, and it says transaction successful. You can see transaction received. So we close. And now we have our token. So what we've done is to provide this token to the general public. And if you check my wallet, so let's check my wallet. Let's go back to that token. You can see I don't have that token again. Let me mute. Yeah, so you can see I don't have that token again at all. The token is no longer mine. I've given away 100% of the token to PancakeSwap so that they can be trading. So now we've made it possible for anyone to buy our token. The next thing we want to do, let's buy our token. So because I don't have any of this token, you can say I don't have any. So let's go ahead to buy. So this is as good as any wallet buying our token, anybody out there that has BNB to buy our token. So we want to copy our contract address. Then there are tools whereby we can buy this token. We can still buy on PancakeSwap. So we come to trade, we come to swap. So we say, what do we want to buy? So right now, our token, we want to say BNB and we want to buy our token using BNB. Our token is not out there for us to easily click. So we want to import it. So you import by pasting the smart contract address. So when you paste, it shows the token, we accept. So here we say this is our balance of the token. We want to buy, let's say using 50% of our token, we want to buy 50% of our BNB, we want to buy our token. So this is 1.43 USD. And if I use that amount, I'm going to get this amount of our token. Now, this also tells you a token that has a low liquidity. What it means is there will be fluctuation. It's going to be so volatile. And based on this, it means, let's come down to get more information. Price impact. The difference between market price and the estimated price due to trade size. Now, your price impact, if I use just $1.43 to buy our new token, it means that I'm going to affect the market by 8.34%. So what it means is automatically 8%, there'll be an increment because I'm buying. So the price of the token is going to rise by 8.34%. Are we seeing? Now, if I say I want to buy the token with, you can imagine, just $2, it means I'm going to have a price impact of 15%. Mr. Adebi says. Okay, so all this determines when we are analyzing a token. So you don't want to go for now the thing with the blockchain and the thing with cryptocurrency is people don't like cryptocurrency because it's too volatile. It's too volatile that, like you can see, I'm just using $2 to buy the token and automatically there's an increase of 15% in the price. And based on its volatility, that is where money is being made. But again, if you buy a token and the liquidity is low, how can you sell your token? So again, we don't want to go for tokens that liquidity are low. In our next class, we'll dive deep into that in proper. So for now, let's just buy our token. Now, imagine I was to use, let's say, 1 BNB to buy our token. So I say 1 BNB, which is over $300. Now, buying with 1 BNB, I can't even buy. So it's a bad thing because I didn't provide much liquidity. So that means a big player coming to buy my token cannot buy. So the same thing with Amazon stock. When they were listing, they have to provide good amount of liquidity so that people can buy and people can also sell. But in our case, let's just buy with 50%, which is 1.24. And it will get this amount. Then we'll say swap anyway. So why is saying swap anyway is because of the price. the price impact. It's going to affect the market by 8%. But before we do this, let's also go into a tool whereby we can use to analyze our token. So that tool in the case of BSC is called PoolCoin, PoolCoin.app. So if you come to PoolCoin.app, here you can see, okay, this is my wallet, and I can see all the tokens I have in my wallet. Then to analyze that particular token, so most times we'll be using PoolCoin.app a lot, so you should take note of that platform. We'll come down here where we have enter token name, and we'll paste our smart contract address. It will fetch it and it will say this is DeFi Masterclass token. We click on it. Now once we click on it, it comes to the analysis place whereby we see the chart. So in our token, no one has bought our token, so we can see this is empty. There is no chart because there is no one has bought the token. The next thing we are looking at is our market cap. You can see our market cap right now is $16, and that is because I used $16 to create the token, or to provide liquidity. If you remember, I think $15 there, about $16. And right now you can see the price of our token. So let's take note, $16, and let's take note I'm trying to buy, and I'm going to affect it by 8.34%. So let's do the math now. So if we say 8.34% times, so what are we multiplying it by? The token, sorry, the price of this. Oh shit, that is a lot, but let me just do market cap. Okay, gotten down. So let's buy. So we say swipe anyway, don't worry about the price impact, swipe. Then it's also telling us this swipe has a price impact of at least 5%. Please confirm that you would like to continue with this swap. So this is a warning from PancakeSwap, a warning telling you that, see, if you do this trade or if you do this swap, you are going to affect this token by 8.34%. 8.34% is a lot when it comes to trading. So imagine if Apple stock was to go over 8.34%. That is a lot. People will lose billions, like billions of dollars. You get. But when it comes to crypto, you have volatility. Volatility exists because anyone can just decide to buy at any time, and they can use any amount they want. When it comes to the forex world, the stock exchange, you can't just buy like that. You have to buy applying some sense and all that. So we say okay, then it asks us to confirm. Now that is a blockchain transaction, so we confirm and we say okay, transaction submitted. Let's go back here. Now this platform works in real time, so we wait, we'll get a pop-up if that is confirmed. We wait. Now we're waiting for blockchain to verify our transaction. So let's wait. Now, in our next class, we'll look into all this. We'll analyze a token. We'll look at a token as a scam. We'll look at a solid token. We'll look at all those things so that we'll avoid being scammed ourselves. Okay. So I think that should have gone through. So we can view. Okay, let's see if we have that token in our wallet. So we enter our wallet. Let's go to assets. And yes, we have the token. So we have that token. So it has gone through. But this haven't updated. Okay, Taz. So this shows that we bought our token. You can see another person bought, but I think that is a bot. I don't know. So let's refresh this page. So you can see things have changed. We now have our market cap to 22%. Sorry, $22. It has increased. Now our BNB has increased to 0.6 BNB. We now have that amount of token. We have $1.85, which is the amount of token we have. Now, in this case, if people start now, this is what we bought. Now, remember when we bought at 1.46. But because of this other person that bought, it increased the value of our own to 1.85. So that person's own must have affected the entire trade. Maybe let me guess, 5% going to 6%. That is why we have an increment in our dollars. Are we seeing? So this is what people do to make money when it comes to DeFi. In our next class, we'll dive deep. We'll see how we can enter into trade. We'll see how we can make money and we can go out. But before entering into trade, we'll look at what tokens to enter. We'll look at, is it safe to enter into this token or not? Like now you can see a red stuff showing here telling you an unlocked wallet is holding 100% of the liquidity pair. LP stands for liquidity pair. And what it's saying is that, hey, someone created this liquidity, which is here. It's telling you someone created this liquidity, which is here, and that person has 100% of the liquidity, and it's not locked. Why it's not locked? Because I can remove liquidity. And if I remove liquidity, everything about that project is gone. And that is where the term rug pull comes into play. So in our next class, we'll study all that, how to avoid rug pulls, how to avoid being scammed, and how to also avoid impermanent loss. Okay. So for now, we'll stop here. So I'll still leave the liquidity, everything the way it is till Tuesday, and we'll see how it goes. Is that okay? So question.